Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rec Talk, a Rec Room podcast, kind of. I'm your host, the RCL Man, and then we have Klinger.
Yeah.
There we go. The person never in the thumbnails. Now you should be in because I've changed. I've put the thing and I've changed it. Let's see. Hello.
Yeah,
I want to kind of try and interact with chat a little bit more in today's episode, but I don't know how that's going to go.
Okay.
So I see Fire God here.
Questions, chat, ask him.
Black Ink Bindi. I'm watching live 2 times. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Fire God, my day is going okay. Klinger, how is your day going?
Decent. I just have to fix my Oculus now, but I already had to do that, to be fair.
What's going on with it? Is it just not working right?
No, it works. It's like, okay, so Rec Room had the update, right? Like the simple, easy update that's supposed to take like 2 seconds to download.
Yeah.
I look at it, I'm chilling, and then it says it like gets stuck at 0 out of 473, and then I restart it again, and then it starts downloading, and then it gets to the very, very end, and then it just stops for 10 minutes.
Something similar did happen to me on when I updated it. It updated almost to the end. I mean, it didn't take 10 minutes, but it did sit there for like 2 minutes. The rest of it was fast, and it just stopped.
Well, mine just didn't update, so I'm just kind of like...
Oh, are you on an old version?
So
well, no, you can't be on an old version.
No, so then I uninstalled. No, I'm on my PS4 now.
Oh, you're on PSVR.
No,
right.
Not even on PSVR. I'm a little screeny.
You're screen mode right now. Okay. Every week you have a different outfit going on. Well, I've invited TK Cop. He's the one that built the stream room. So if he joins, he joins. If not, I wanted to have a few select people in here, but it's all good. Oh, Lazy Bones, don't worry, man. There's plenty more streams, man. Every Wednesday and Friday. Okay, that was not what I intended for. So, it's almost Valentine's Day, everybody. And there was a recent thing that happened on the Discord server where somebody, I don't want to say who, somebody told their crush that they liked them, and then they basically got rejected. And so I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit because, I don't know, it just seemed like a topic that I'm sure a lot of people in the demographic, if that's what you want to say, will probably deal with at some point. And like, it was just, I don't know. But then I talked to my girlfriend and she said, "Why are you being so negative?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. I just thought it would be like relatable or something. I don't know." I'm bad at doing
Well, okay, I didn't see that. That sounds interesting. So wait, somebody like in real life or in like virtual game life?
Okay, I don't want to like out them or whatever because I don't know what to say. But there was somebody in Discord who told Discord the story of how they asked their crush out, and their crush basically said, "Nah, we're just friends." And so it was like,
Yikes.
yeah, like everybody was like, "Ooh, like, oh man," you know what I mean? And that's kind of all you can really do at that point. And I think his dilemma was, does he remain friends with the person, or like does he, try and keep pursuing them? And I was like, look, man, if this might sound a little weird, but like if you've let them know and they were like, nah, then you're kind of like, you could just be friends. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Then I started to think about times that I had asked girls out and things didn't go my way. I don't know how much you've done that. I don't know if that. I think I've only done it like twice, so that makes me sound cocky. That's not what I mean, but I've only been rejected twice.
No, it's fine. I've only been with 2 of them, right? No, I have. I'm trying to think. I don't really do dating anymore. I used to. But not.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'll just tell the story then.
Yeah, I don't have any stories. Normally I have stuff to talk about, but yeah, you completely got me. The most interesting thing that's ever happened to me, the closest that I've ever felt to a human being, was when I got given a Twinkie by one of my friends.
Okay. I can't tell if you're memeing or being serious.
No, I'm being serious. I just don't feel that way to people. Also, I'm just oblivious.
Well, I find, or at least it seems like, growing up, guys in general, we very much have this like we get like signals are being sent to us from the person that we like, but we always are like, nah, we don't like believe our signal getting antenna. We're always just like, nah, that's not actually. But then sometimes we think we're getting signals and we're actually not getting signals. It's a whole kerfuffle, you know what I mean? I guess the story I wanted to say was there was this girl this was in high school. There was this girl and I really liked her, but way out of my league. Like, no business trying to like go out with this girl.
Type.
Well, yes, but no. I don't want to fully go into everything there, but yes, but no, basically.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I know there's like this very specific point in time where me and her are going to be alone because we used to have. Okay, this is going to sound weird. I was in not the special class, not the special needs class, but I was in the class that was like, we get an extra free period to do work and stuff. So when we were in that class, I knew that
study period.
Yeah, basically, but it was only given to people who were like slower learners, or I guess deemed to be slower learners. I don't know, but yeah. I'm a slow learner. But anyway, I think Ty said he was hopping on. Anyway, I need to learn to tell a story better. So I knew there was this time where we were going to be alone together and I could ask her out. And so when I asked her out, I did it in such a dumb way. Like, I was nervous, my hands are sweaty and everything. And I was like, and so I asked her out, but I said give me an answer after the weekend. Like, she needed a minute to think it over. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like,
dude, I did the same thing in 8th grade. I was like, it was like kind of like a job application thing. I was like, well, if he wants you, just reach out.
Like, hit me back, And so, a week later, of course, a week later when she was, completely turned off by me, and just kind of avoiding the question completely. So then I kind of confronted her and was like, hey, so did you think about the question that I asked you? Huh? Do you have an answer? And she's like, nah. And I'm like, heartbreak, but at the same time, I guess I was like relieved just to get it over with. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I was relaying to that person was like, now you know how she feels about you. Now you can quit wondering. Now you can move on. You know what I mean? But I know when you're younger, it's like your whole life. So it's different. But when you get older, you're like, it doesn't matter that much. Hard to say. Anyway, what was your story?
It's somewhat meaningless, yeah. Okay. I don't normally, this year for me, I don't normally I'm not the type to go out to parties. I'm not the type to go to dances. I'm not the type to what is it? I just go out with friends and chill. But this year, for some reason, everything happened at once. I went to homecoming and I asked a girl out by accident.
Whoa! How do you ask a girl out by accident?
To be honest, one of my friends and me discussed it a little bit after, and we're like, yeah, she was definitely just using me, but which is really bad to say now.
Well,
but
public record.
I messaged her and I said the equivalent of what I said was, she was telling me about this fun. Last time that she went to homecoming, they had a really good time. They had really a lot of fun, and I kind of wanted to be in on that. I didn't want to go with her or anything, so I asked. I think, and I quote, so what are you doing for homecoming? And then she tells me what they're doing. We're doing this. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then she says, that's the weirdest way someone's asked me out to homecoming ever. I'm like, what?
Wait, so you didn't actually do it, but she kind of made you do it.
Yes.
Oh, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. And how do you backpedal from that? You don't. You just kind of go with it.
I was actually quite excited. I was like, oh yeah, I'll be able to, the girl's pretty as well. I'm so happy. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so fun. It was at a ginormous Bill Gates type mansion filled with Mormons and only Mormons.
Ooh. Well, we don't want to get religious, but
she's not a Mormon.
Okay.
Well, no. I'm not talking badly about the religion. Yeah. The thing about Mormons is that they are very, very, what's the word, like, PC. Like, they're too nice.
Yeah.
And, like, they don't do anything fun. Like, they're just kind of like, they have everything planned out to a T. So everything that we did was planned out to a T. It was very, very uncomfortable the whole time. Looking back on it, it was probably one of the funniest days of my life. Because the amount of, like, cringeworthy stuff that I was asked, like, so, how was work? Like, those kinds of questions. Like, like, just try to, like, get, like, poke and fraud at me. And then they discussed... There was just so many things that, like, happened that were super funny. It was very, very uncomfortable, and if it was, like, any other... If it was at Homecoming, it'd be really funny to me, but it was Homecoming, so it was... Yeah, I didn't.
Speaking... That just reminded me...
That was my...
Yeah. Go ahead. That was your Homecoming?
No, I'm just saying that was my Homecoming experience.
That totally reminds me... Hold on, somebody keeps messaging me. People are wanting to be on the podcast, and they're spamming me, but, like... There were specific people I wanted on the podcast, so you know who you are. We're waiting.
If you keep on viewing, when we get to, I think, episode 10, we should just have a ginormous meeting hall and then just have all of chat join.
If we get to episode 10. I would love to.
Get to episode 10,
I would love to.
More.
But watch it to get more.
Send
okay.
it to 2 of your friends.
Yeah, share it, like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. But you were reminded, since you spoke of Homecoming, that reminded me of another rejection story. Oh boy. So when I the Homecoming thing reminded me of prom. I asked out, I want to say like 4, maybe it was 3 or 4 girls to prom. The first one, this was a dick move on, can I say that? All right. This was a jerk move on my part, but I don't know. I liked the girl. What can I say? So there was a friend who was he was a friend. He was more of an acquaintance. He was a friend of a friend. I don't know how to explain. I liked his girlfriend. Okay. And so.
Yeah, I get it.
One day they got into a fight and I took the opportunity to ask her to go to prom with me.
Swooped in.
Yeah. Horrible move. Don't do it. She said yes, and she was actually seemed pretty excited about it and everything. And I was like, awesome. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, the girl's pretty and like, and you know, everything, all that good stuff. So then I knew where she worked at. This was in high school. Me and my family go and eat there for like my grandpa's birthday or something like that. I know she's working there, and like a dumb, I don't know. Is there like an anime? I'm like, is there like an anime version of like virgin? Like, is there some version of that word? That may sound too harsh for this audience, but whatever. Like, just a very inexperienced person. I introduced her to my family. I introduced her to my whole family because we were at her work. Like, that just, it was just, oh, it's so cringe now when I look back at it. But like, anyway, you know, I say, this is my mom, this is my grandpa, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then like 2 weeks before prom, she is like, oh no, I'm not going to prom with you. But she told my best friend to tell me that she wasn't going to prom with me. And I was like, that's kind of heartbreaking, but okay. And then I went and I asked one girl and she said no, and then I asked her sister and we went, and she was all pissy the entire time. I wish I had the photos. She looked so angry. Anyway, I think I can't read this gift, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But it's like a 4-star box or something. And people were messaging me.
3-star.
It's the same
you gotta
guy.
hold that. Okay.
It's the same guy. I want to block him, but I also don't want to block him. Here we go.
Can I quickly go a little bit off topic here?
Yeah,
I
sure.
was listening. I don't know if you know what PKA is, the podcast, Painkiller already. When I was a little dumb baby boy, I used to watch a lot of Call of Duty commentary. Call of Duty commentary, if you didn't know, was like in 2006. That was like the best thing to watch. It was the most interesting thing to watch. I didn't really care. I just liked the gameplay. But it's all these old you know, gamers from that era that just created a podcast. And one of them's named Woody's Gamertag, and I love Woody's Gamertag. He's so interesting. I love him.
I've heard that name before.
He's super cool. He's like the originator of like a YouTuber. Like, he's like one of the starters. You know, like the money, the you know, all this stuff that happens in his life. But now he's like old and washed up. So he
he
has his
probably
podcast. And I was listening to it, and how do you feel about, like, you know, if playing with a viewer that makes like their week? Treat that like, do you treat that really responsibly, or how do you treat that, RCL?
Wait,
like,
hold on.
Personally, like,
Ask it one more time.
Of course, if so, you know, some people say that you're their favorite YouTuber, and like joining them would like make their week or make their month even. Like, how do you responsibly treat that?
How do
like,
you
do you let them join? And to what point is it like fangirling to then like obsession?
Well, I would say that's only happened like 2 times to me, personally. Hey Ty, what's up, man? Come sit. New set.
I'm sorry, I'm late.
You're okay, man.
From here.
I think that's only happened like twice, and I'll be honest, I don't quite know how to act. I just kind of say, hey, and I'm like, yeah, we can play Jumbotron together or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't know, I just kind of treat it like a normal interaction. And like, there was this one time where this kid was like hyperventilating, and I'm like, yo, it's fine, it's cool. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but how do I treat that interaction? I try to treat it pretty normally, just kind of like, dude, we're just gonna go play whatever game we're playing. But I don't know if that's the right or the wrong way to do it. Why? What did they say?
Well, his response is that, yeah, he treats it that, unlike, you know, another YouTube guy that they were referencing, he treats it very, very responsibly, which I think is very, very fair, because you never know. Because if you were to treat, okay, let's say, RCL, it's my first time meeting you, and you acted really mean to me. I was about to say another word. I censored myself there. That would be my permanent interaction and thought of you as a YouTube person and just a normal human being. So what I'm saying is, the message to get out of it is treat it responsibly, because you never know who you're talking to.
Dude, that I don't know if you just got that from the notes that I sent earlier, but that's such a great segue, and I know I just ruined it, but oh my gosh, what a great segue. Hold on, can this gift? Let me get this gift out of here. Okay, so.
They call me the podcaster.
Dude, I mean, what a great segue. You're master at that. How come I can't grab this? Sit. Anyway.
So Ty, how's your day going?
Yeah, Ty, we haven't said hello. Hello, Ty, how are you?
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. I was in a Discord call with my girlfriend, and she reminded me.
Sure, it's always the girlfriend. Sure. Let's blame it on the girlfriend. You know what? I do the same thing. So
I was in a call with her 2 hours ago, and I go, hey, by the way, in 2 hours, I gotta join the thing. She's like, okay, and then 10 minutes, like, not even 10 minutes ago, she goes, hey, when's that thing? And I'm like, now.
It's been happening.
My headset, and I'm freaking out.
That's all right, man. Well, let's to what you were saying. So yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if I should I go first with the story, or should I let you guys do the story first? Stories first.
You go first, because you probably had an idea up to this point. I gotta still think a little bit.
Okay, this is another story. I feel like this is the RCL story podcast, but so a couple of weeks ago, probably, oh man, it's been probably like a month or two now. There was this person that I met in the rec center, and I didn't think anything of it at the time. How do I explain this the nicest way possible? You know, you go in there and there'll be people who are like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel too. Like, you know, they find out you're a YouTuber. Oh, I have a YouTube channel too. And like people, you know, a lot of younger people will just, you know, say, I don't know how to explain that. Anyway, so I was in the rec center and I met this person, and they kind of found out that I was the rec tuber, and they kind of followed us around or whatever. And then they were like, will you subscribe to my channel? And I immediately was just like, no. Like, no, I'm not subscribing to your channel. No. Like, just very, very rude about it, I guess, because at the time I just, like you said, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just kind of like, no, I'm doing something. No, I don't want to look. I don't even know what stuff you make. You know what I mean? I don't want to, you know, do that. But then later on, I thought, well, that was kind of rude, like that interaction. Like I probably should have been a little bit nicer, and I don't know, maybe not just flat out been like, no, no, get away from me. You know what I mean? Like that just sounds horrible.
Well, was he being uncomfortable about it? Was he in what way was he asking? Like, was it nice, or was he just being like generally like, Joe, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please? Like,
no, see, it wasn't like a little kid either. It was like somebody maybe like something probably I don't know, 14, 15, something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
But they were, they just
like,
another thing is that I didn't, maybe the fact that I shot it down so quickly was the reason that they didn't ask again. You know what I mean? But no, they only said it one time, and then I was like, no, whatever. So luckily, it wasn't annoying or anything. I guess I wasn't in the mood. Luckily, I was recording at that time, and so later on, I went back and I found their channel, and I watched. They'd only made like 2 videos, but they were actually pretty good. They were like talking about, I think it was like the prices of stuff in Rec Room and stuff like that, and I was like, well, dang, these were actually pretty good. Like I kind of enjoyed the video, you know what I mean? And I subscribed, and I left a comment, and I was like, hey, I met you earlier. I feel like I was rude to you, and I'm, sorry about that. And like, I subscribed and blah, blah, blah. And now I'm left kind of with that feeling that you were saying of like, the first impression of me that person has is like, I guess he's a jerk. You know what I mean? And they haven't responded. So I'm like, I didn't get a chance to rectify it, and I felt bad afterwards. That's it for my story. I don't remember their name.
Yeah. That's interesting, though. I don't think that you're being, like, douchey. I don't think they should have even been in, like, a rec center asking for somebody to sub, to be fair, because I think that's a bit of a low blow, but I don't know.
Well, I
guess I get it.
Well, like I said, I've looked at the videos, and they were actually pretty good, and I was like, oh, man, like, I feel bad now, because I just, was like, no, get out of my face. Like, I didn't say it like that, but, that was the energy I brought. So I guess.
What about you, Ty?
Yeah, the overall question was: was there a time when you were maybe rude to somebody and then you regretted it later?
Yes, multiple times. I'm trying to think of a specific one because I'm kind of an asshole in real life. I'm not gonna lie.
You need a second? I mean, we got other stuff.
Not that bad if you're admitting it.
Yeah.
And most of the time, people don't admit it.
We were supposed to partner up with someone in my humanities class, and someone came up to me and they're like, "Aw, shucks, guess we gotta be partners." And I really didn't like this person. I look at them and I go, "No!" And then the day after, I felt really, really bad. I didn't do anything about it, but I felt bad.
Yeah, that sounds like one of those things. Like you have an immediate reaction that you say, and it's not the best one, but you just go ahead and say it, and you're like, "Whoops," let that slip out. Were you rude to somebody, Clinger? Can we put you on blast? No. Also, Lazy Bones has questions. Ask your questions. We'll try and get to them, Lazy Bones.
I normally try to be a nice human being. I make jokes about people in the nicest ways possible. Like RCL, I'm gonna be honest, I've said before that you and Soulfox are the same person because you're kind southern men. But like that's as far as it goes.
Oh, bless your heart.
Like I try not to be mean to people because that'll be their permanent impressions of me. I don't know. Here, answer the chat's question. Will you ever play Roblox VR RCL?
Will I ever play Roblox?
It's actually pretty fun, depending on the game you play.
I won't rule it out. I mean, I think it was 4,000 subscribers. We did Roblox because you guys said so. So maybe a subscriber goal. I don't know what subscriber goal. 8,000? 8,000? VR 6K. VR Roblox.
70K.
No, wait, no. We're almost at 6K. No. 8K. So 6 is too soon. So I won't be against it. I'm definitely down to try it. But yeah, I definitely feel like I've gotten better about being kind of rude to people. Like I know probably like Ty, like when you first saw me, you've probably seen me on stream. Somebody says something I don't like, and then I'm just like, get out. Like, I don't know. It just, I just kind of, wouldn't say I fly off the handle, but I definitely, am not nice to those people. So that's happened before. Well, now I'm it kind of leads into the next thing, but I don't even know if I want to say that anymore.
Wait, what is it? Oh, okay. Wait, hold up. I could do a good transition. So, guys, if you didn't know, RCL has a YouTube channel. RCL, do you ever receive mean comments?
Close, but that's not what that was about. So, I put this on the list. We have a list of topics. I didn't even think. You can totally see them from that angle. But anyway, we have a list of topics that I came up with.
Since we're there.
Well, real quick, before we get to that, I know you did great transition, by the way. Great transition. This man has got a skill.
I know.
Ty, have you ever been rejected? Before we get to this, because I want to delay it as long as possible, so we have the smallest amount of viewers.
Multiple times, and every single time, it always ends with "I would, but you're ugly." That's not a joke.
Wait, you said that to somebody?
That's not a joke.
Or they said that to you?
No, someone said that to me.
That's y'all Gen Z people go hard, man. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Facts.
Yeah.
No one's nice nowadays.
That is.
We all need to be extinct.
That's kind of like cruel. Like, don't say that. You could just say like, I don't like you that way or something. You don't have to be that way.
I know.
One of my friends got asked out, and then he responded with "okay" after a paragraph text message. Like, that's as far as like I've ever seen that.
Oh my gosh, it's like, I don't know. Oh man, see, like all of the stories and everything, they bring me back to all the stories. Like, I hate to have another story, but I have another one now that we're thinking about it.
Let's hear it ourselves.
Oh man, okay, so this so there's this girl again, that special class I was talking about, the study hall class.
You're a player.
This was I felt really bad about this. Okay,
Okay, sorry.
So I went and there was this one girl in that class, and there had been some rumors about her. What's a nice way to say it? Rumors about her, being all inclusive. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if that even got her.
I'm a stupid male.
Anyway, it's just she had a lot of.
I get what you're saying.
She had a lot of boyfriends.
I get it.
Let's say that.
I get it. All right, continue.
But
continue.
I don't know. I don't know if this was true about her. Okay, but either way, also as you said, not somebody I was particularly attracted to, but she loved me in a weird way. Like she was just like one time she accidentally like brushed by me like very aggressively and was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry," like down on her knees, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And I was like, what? Like, what is, why? Like, what, whatever. She had a friend ask me out for her. And I thought that the friend was asking me out. And I was attracted to the friend. So I was like, yeah, I'll definitely go out with you. And then later found out, oh no, I was asking you for my friend who ended up being that girl. And I was like, oh man, I have to like go tell her like, no. And that's like, it's like the opposite of asking somebody out, like having to do like the rejecting part.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just,
holy cow.
I feel like I did a bad job of telling that story, but basically, yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah. That wasn't that bad. I have really good friendships with women, like to the point where I'd never date anyone. Yeah, I love women too. I'm not a sexist. No, you're fine. It was a good interjection. One of them, we relate on the fact that like we like to joke about being schizophrenics, and she is like my #1 favorite woman friend ever.
Oh,
we just pass by in the hallways and we're like, "Hey, yo, you off your meds?" Yeah. And then we're like, "Oh my god!" The other day she got me like dying laughing. she turned around. I was walking with her to class, and she like turned around randomly, and I was like, "What are the demons following us?" And she's like, "No,
Oh my gosh.
they're not there anymore. They're in front of us." And it made me instinctively like look, and I was like, "You actually got me with that."
Oh my gosh. Joking about mental illness. All right. No.
Yeah, well, not in a bad
That's,
way.
I know what
I
you
probably
mean.
am. To be
You're just
fair.
playing around. I got you. I know what you mean. Okay. I wanted to wait.
Laugh
Go
at my
ahead.
girlfriend for being dyslexic.
Hashtag big clinger.
Say what?
I make fun of my girlfriend for being dyslexic.
Well, that's between you two. You know what I mean? I guess
Yeah, that's
you're allowed
between
to
you
do
and
that.
your
I guess. You know what I mean? I don't like my girlfriend also has dyslexia, so like I understand the struggle with it. I guess, but like I don't know if she's okay with that. Like, right? You guys joke around about, but I'm sure if like in public or something, somebody was just like, "Ha, dyslexic!" Like.
It's in
Yeah,
a it's in
no,
a
that- I don't know
mutual way.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, camera's gone. So anyway, what was that great segue that you had, Klinger? Because there's like,
Oh,
there's too many viewers right now. We need viewers to go away so I can say what I want to say.
We're gonna be talking about. Hey RC. Hey Ty. Let's start with Ty actually. Hey Ty. What do you know? We were just talking about your girlfriend. If you're ever mad at thing or people, what do you do to take out your anger?
I yell at the random YouTuber.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What a great segue into the next thing that pissed me off about. Which, by the way, pissed off is a blocked word in Rec Room. If you try to edit that text tool over there, and you put the word pissed in there, it doesn't let you because it's it's a naughty
mad.
word.
It says mad, and I was like, what do you mean by mad?
Basically, okay. So this was okay. So this is 2:00 in the morning. I'm working on a thing, okay, and then I get these comments, and I get waves of them every once in a while, and I know that they're just people who don't understand a tutorial that I made, or they've done something wrong. But what they'll do is they'll go in, they'll do like the follow gadget thing. They'll try and make it, and it doesn't work, and they'll go, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. That's what it is. This doesn't work. I don't, and this just, I'm sure they're not actually writing it that way, but in my mind, I read it as this doesn't work. Like this is a piece of garbage. Like blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, and part of me just gets really really mad at that because I'm like, at first, I would go back and I would check and I would make sure. Hey, did Rec Room update? Did they change something? No, they didn't. You're just having trouble with the thing because it's complicated. I don't know. It just makes me so mad because I'm just like, other people are gonna see that and then they're gonna be like, this doesn't work, but it does work. You're just having issues. Just ask a question. Just ask questions. Don't just immediately go, it doesn't work. Okay, I'm done. I'm shutting up now.
You can keep
So
talking, my friend.
Okay, so you're talking about comments. You're not talking about being mad, right?
I was mad.
So I get hate comments.
They weren't hate comments. It's just like specifically the follow gadget one. People will go on there and they'll try it and they've messed something up. But instead of them trying to figure it out or asking a question, they'll go, this doesn't work. And I'm like, no, it definitely still works. There's just something you've hooked up wrong or something. And it just makes me mad, which it shouldn't. And that's what I was talking about. I got a little impassioned there.
I've seen those. I've seen those on your channel. I have gotten hate comments before. There's like a level of hate that I get. There's like Rec Room military people like up here, and then there's like normal like basic like hate comments like all the way down where my hand is now. Like where they're like, I disagree with you. Like, okay, I made a thing about the particular guy who has hairy legs and how he banned a couple of children off of the game for no reason. Yeah. Made a video about that. I got a comment that was correcting me. Completely fine. Do your thing. I humbly disagree, but at least it was somewhat smart.
It was civil. It
if
wasn't
you go
just
to my
like
most viewed video. It was civil, yes. And on my most popular thing, which is a Rec Room Clan thing, they are the worst commenters ever. They don't bring up information. They just say, you are stupid. I think that the most recent one was literally just, you are stupid, period. I was like, what? In like, what sense? Here, I could read some. I don't care because
No.
they're
This is how the
mean.
list
And then
goes, real quick. Normal people,
Yeah.
military, Twitter.
Damn.
Thank you for my TED Talks.
Stay off Twitter.
Yeah. Good.
Stay off Twitter.
Yes.
Follow me on
That
Twitter.
had
No, I'm
Twitter
joking.
get banned. Do you have a Twitter?
Oh,
I
boy.
do, but
I'm not gonna
it's
follow you on my Twitter.
it's dead. It's there. I just don't do
Don't
anything
use
with
it.
it.
Twitter is hard to. I would say Instagram is easier to grow on than Twitter. I'd rather use Instagram. To be fair. I
Does
don't.
seem
But
like
I
that.
agree.
yeah, it's just like it devolves, and I hate the military people sometimes, especially when they like Discord message me and they're like, "Man, you're stupid," and they like insult me. They're telling me like how they're gonna kill me or like kill like my mother.
Whoa.
I got one of those. It was fun.
Right, it's Rec Room, bro.
Or sorry, I mean,
Unalive.
wait, how do I family friendly this?
Unalive.
Unalive.
There you go.
My mother.
I've watched
One person
Captain
messaged me
Sparkles
that. I'm like, what?
Unalive.
Is that what he uses now? That's what they.
No,
I know
that's
that
what-
they use game ended in the Fortnite
Game
stuff.
ended. I remember when I first like probably like 2 or 3 years ago, we would say somebody's committed big sad.
Oh, not good.
Oh,
That's
I remember
no.
that era. Yeah.
It is, I don't know. It was a couple
makes
years
sense.
ago. That's everything I have on the list. Anything else you want to talk about? I mean, we got time.
I have two things.
Time for the quick sponsor. Remember to subscribe to the RCL Man. That includes you, Haley. I know you're watching this. We're on call right now. Remember to
Ooh.
subscribe, everyone else. Goodbye.
Personal call out. Personal call out.
Dang, yeah, you gotta call out.
I bet she's
shout
about to
like
laugh
that,
in a
right?
couple seconds. There she goes. She laughs. I heard it.
I
There you
heard
go.
it. Yeah.
I also I had the costume thing, the 3 outfit thing, but I decided not to worry about that. Do that another time.
Okay.
All right, what do you have
Let's
to
do
do?
it. I have two things. One of them is a story, and the other one's a discussion piece. So what should I start with?
Discussion, and then we'll end with the story.
Hi. I have been really into movies lately. I don't know why. I've been working on a script for a thing, and I don't know why it's made me like watch more movies. And I just wanted to ask if any of you have seen any of these 5 movies. First one, Whiplash.
No, but it sounds familiar. It's an older
2014.
movie,
It
right?
has J.K. Simmons. No, 2014. It has J.K. Simmons. It's about drummers and like the strive for success.
No,
I've
never
seen
seen that.
You guys are not cultured.
No. I'm on
Uh,
Twitter, man.
jumping
I'm
from-
not cultured.
Okay. jumping from that to American Psycho. Have any of you seen that?
I have seen that one. Didn't they do a girl version
I
of
don't know if we
that?
can talk about that one. They
Did
did.
they?
Don't talk about it though.
Don't
We don't
talk
talk about it. We don't talk about it. American Psycho 1917.
I have. Wait. 1917.
World War One, 2019 release.
No, maybe I haven't seen that. 1917?
It's yeah, it was released in 2019. 2019 was a good year for movies. There's a lot of good
Wait.
Um,
I'm talking. Wait, the one I'm thinking of the one with Batman in it. Is that different?
no.
What is that?
Yeah, that's completely different.
That's
I
called.
don't know.
That's called American Psycho, right?
No. American Psycho is complete. No, you're. Oh, because Christian Bale.
That one.
No, American Psycho and 1917 are completely different. Yeah,
That's
you're
like the
talking
black
about
and white
Dark
one.
Rises.
I don't know.
No.
Okay, I
All
don't
right,
know.
moving on.
Anyway. Let's just next one.
Full Metal Jacket.
I've not watched that. I think that's a war movie.
That is a war. Do you not watch war movies? Because this will speed
I
down.
don't- I don't have an issue with them. I just don't particularly like them. I'm a comedy guy. You know, I watch comedies most of the time.
Truman Show.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't watch that one for a long time,
That
but that's
is
a good one. Have you ever seen that one?
I really like Truman Show.
I'll let myself out.
No. I'm just asking. You
No,
should.
I'm
I don't
joking.
see.
I
The
know,
problem
I know.
is that
I haven't seen any of these.
it's like that
So
one.
I was like-
I don't know. American Psycho. That one's probably. I mean, what did you said? 1917, right?
No. American Psycho was no. The movie is called 1917. American Psycho is completely different.
Oh well, then where did we get American
Did you
Psycho
think
from?
that?
I thought the movie was American Psycho.
Because I said that was the no. The second one that I said was American Psycho. It's a good movie. It's with Christian. Okay, you're thinking of. Okay, just moving on. We can talk about the Truman Show. American Psycho.
Truman Show is a good movie. I feel like you should watch it, except for it was made in I think the 90s, which means it's going to be a little bit slower paced than the new movie. But it's a good one.
No, I don't know that for 80s movies I feel are paced really well because they're only an hour and a half. Like movies now are at least like 2 hours. Like the Godzilla, like King of the Monsters.
Yeah, movies used to be an hour. Remember when movies were an hour?
TK, I did get the gift.
Yeah.
The good days.
Or no problem. Never mind. Fucking trying to talk to chat.
We did like free. Did you guys see Free Guy?
I saw Free Guy. I enjoyed Free Guy.
I want to, but I haven't.
It was a good movie. I didn't know that a certain YouTuber was in it, and I was like, oh, cool. They got a certain YouTuber. Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, you mean no?
Can you
I'm
not
joking.
mention certain YouTubers? Oh,
I mean-
because okay, now I get it.
No, I mean, I can mention it. I just didn't want to spoil it if anybody didn't want to know. Top of the morning to you.
C. Derek asks, have you ever played Gorilla Tag RCL?
I have not played Gorilla Tag. Just make sure you have an
I would-
explanation.
I
Sure.
played
like it.
Gorilla Tag once. I did not have a fun time.
I didn't
It's my
either. I
first
don't
one.
like it.
Wait, hold on. Is
By the way,
Klinger,
camera's gone.
the person in chat said Dan TDM? Is he in that movie as well? And I just don't know who that is.
You don't know who
think so.
Dan TDM is?
I've heard the name. I don't know what he looks like. If I saw him, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
What? Dr. Treoris?
Does he play Minecraft? Does he play Minecraft?
He did. He's my generation's like hero, dude.
I don't know the man.
Yeah.
I don't know who the man is. What? I was a
What?
generation or two
Okay.
before that. How am I supposed to know who that is? I know Dream
There's-
is because everybody
okay,
made a
it's
big
like-
stink about it, but that's all.
Well, that's
You
that's
mean
recent. Okay,
get?
okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, chat and Ty. Do you guys agree? Sky does Minecraft, Dan TDM, and Stampy were like the cornerstones of like Minecraft in our generation.
I only
It's like-
watched Dan. I was one of those kids that when I was on a YouTuber, I would only watch them.
You would only watch. Wait, who'd you watch?
I watched Dan, popular MMOs,
Yes. Popular.
and one other I
okay.
can't remember.
Dude, that was like the days. Watching a 46-minute video of a guy building in Minecraft was like the #1 thing for me to do in the morning.
I don't understand.
I don't know how I said that.
I don't understand.
Yes.
One person
I know,
building
chat.
a house. I don't understand.
Chat is agreeing right now. You're losing,
What?
RCL. You're losing.
Like if I watch, like if I watch something,
Chat is
it's
on
got to
our
be like
side.
it's got to be like 4 people in Minecraft in constant chaos, and even then,
No,
I'm kind of
it's-
falling asleep sometimes. It's horrible.
It's just like, I think it's just because our little brains are so like tiny little baby and like we didn't understand anything. I think it's just like the fact of that. At Sky does Minecraft, it was like my parents didn't like me watching him because he was too raunchy, but it's because he said, I think that he said the word damn. I know, big for YouTube now.
That's
but,
so,
like, then
dude.
it
That's
was like,
almost
oh.
like piss. That's so
I
bad.
know. I know. Oh, Dan's mod reviews. I'll never forget girlfriend mod review. That was it.
I feel like you
I had
hit a
to
chord
rewatch
with
it 'cause
chat
this is-
real hard. Chat's loving it. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah, it's like the cornerstone of our generation. Dan TDM made a girlfriend. He used to do mod reviews in like this lab, and that was with Dr. Treoris, which is such a pleasure that he
Wait,
does
is
that.
it like a
And then
mob?
his
Like a
dog.
mob he led around, like in a lab coat or something?
Kind. He would do.
Or is that
no,
somebody
that's
else?
The thing. He would do that, but then he would do like guns and like alien mods and like all this stuff. But he did one that's called the girlfriend mod, and at the start he throws a piece of bread to the NPC, and then he says,
I remember that.
"Now that you've done, go make me a sandwich." And then the intro plays, and it was like, you can't say that, but okay.
I have
And he has
no
the gun to
idea
tell
what
them
you
about
guys are
That
talking
did
about.
happen. That did happen.
Okay, so
All
Dan
popular
TDM
MMOs.
was in the movie. It was the blue hair guy. So he was one of
He
those
was.
guys in in that because
there's a section where they show all the YouTube.
So this one's, I feel like I'm a generation before you guys, because the person I'm talking about is Jacksepticeye. You know, that's the person I always talk about.
No,
Jack or Mark.
Jacksepticeye was still alive. I love Jacksepticeye.
Well, I mean, but he was like, I would think Dan TDM probably, and all the people you were talking about probably came after he already was kind of up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They all, like, all of those YouTube people are either based off of, like, as you talked about before, those COD commentary people, or, like, PewDiePie, who then basically started Jacksepticeye and Markiplier back when, like, playing, like, scary games was really popular.
Well, I would say, I mean, PewDiePie was, like, what he did Call of Duty, from what I know, and of course this is not, he did the Call of Duty, but then Amnesia was, like, his big, like thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but then Mark, Five Nights at Freddy's was like Mark's huge like thing. That was, and then I don't know, Jack got like a shout out, but then I would also say like he got the shout out, but he also probably, you know, he's kept people around. Like I still enjoy his stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then
Valiant
PewDiePie
Hearts
fell off a
made him
little
cry.
bit during PUBG.
Who did what now?
Oh, don't talk about that. The bridge.
Oh, the bridge. We don't talk about the bridge. Don't talk about the bridge.
No. Just quickly. Whenever he tries to cross bridges while he's streaming now, everyone spams no in chat every time.
That's actually pretty funny.
Without a doubt.
Me and my friend were playing PUBG, and we were driving up to a bridge, and I go, "Oh no, it's PewDiePie!"
Oh god, dude,
Oh
that's gonna
my God.
follow him forever. That's horrible.
Changing subjects. So yeah, how do you guys feel about pickles? Since that guy in chat is eating pickles right now.
How do I feel about
It's like a
pickles?
John Johnson segment.
Man, you know what? I don't like a cucumber. I can handle a pickle. All right, but only a small
Mark was
pickle.
not
I
in
love. I don't like pickles, but I absolutely adore pickle juice. It's super weird.
Ew.
Weirdo.
I've had
You just
pickles
drink
once,
salty
like-
water? That's what you drink? Wait.
Yes.
Mark was not in it, Lazy Bones. But I thought that he was going to be. I also thought that I wanted them to get Moist Critical in there, or like XQC, or like one of those like humor people.
Oh,
Just
dude.
for the fun of it.
Dude,
And Free Guy.
do either of you guys watch okay, Penguin Zero, the same person, right?
Yes.
What's his name?
Yes, Penguin
Charlie?
Zero, but-
Charlie's his name?
Charlie White.
Right. Did you see the like astronaut like locker thing that he got?
No.
Oh,
Why
man.
not?
So one of his videos, I don't want to give away the whole thing, but if you see his video, he basically bought, like, you ever see like Storage Wars?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, they pay,
no, Storage Wars. Yes. They
So,
pay
like-
and then they get the stuff that
and then
was in it
yeah.
before.
So he bought one of those. He bought a locker and he opened it, and it had like all of this astronaut stuff in it. Like it had a whole bunch of collectors items, and it had like documents from NASA and stuff like that. I don't usually watch stuff, but I mean, I've watched a couple of like the, you know, to keep up to date with what's going on in like the world, like, you know, the guy with the coffee, you know, all the stuff, the little like commentary videos and stuff. But I was like, wow, he got a bargain. I think he paid like $2,000 for it, and he definitely made like over.
Yeah,
like,
he made it
like-
back, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely made it over.
Also,
Anyway.
the guy in Mr. Dino, the editor, I love your message. That was an amazing video. I remember I watched it before it became a meme. It's the, woo, yeah, baby! That's what I'm waiting for. That's what it's about. Woo! That meme.
Is that a?
I
Is
can't
that
do
a?
it well now.
I
But
Wait,
I
was
love
no?
it.
Was
I
that
love
a? Was
it.
that a Charlie impression?
it was a really bad one, but
No,
yeah.
you sounded just like him. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I do the cake pop guy really well. My friends always try to get me to do it. You know that? Is that a Starbucks cake pop? And he grabs the cake pop. No,
I don't know that one.
guy.
He does. I don't know that one. I'm too old for this. I'm too old of a person.
Ty, this boomer over here. Am I right, Ty?
You
What
shut
a-
up,
what a-
you
what a
kids. I was
male.
watching YouTube before you were even a thought in your grandfather or something. I don't remember. I'm gonna stop. The old man voice.
What?
I don't know. I trailed off. I gotta go take my pills.
Not a boomer. He's
Right.
he's in
Yeah,
between.
you gotta take your medication, man.
Not the
Alright.
schizophrenia.
What was the? That was the. You said that was the discussion thing. What was the discussion thing? Did we even get to
Yeah.
it?
Well, to be fair, it was literally just asking about movies, but then we went to.
We went on a tangent. That was a good tangent, though. I like. Anyway, so
That was a good tangent.
you stopped at Truman Show.
Truman Show. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Sorry, getting shots at.
That's a SpongeBob
yeah,
thing,
did you
right?
like the Truman Show? Yeah, it's SpongeBob.
So basically, we're just gonna
we can relate to.
next episode. We're just gonna sit here and review memes with the chat. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna say my leg. What's another one? I don't know another one.
I'm trying to think of like good. Oh, what about Pulp Fiction?
I've
Have you
seen.
seen
I haven't.
Fiction?
I don't think I've seen the entire thing. I've seen the famous part. I've seen that.
English, that
Yeah,
What?
that one. I've seen that one.
is what a country.
Is what you speak
I've
English?
never
Or
heard
what?
of what. Yeah. It's
let's see.
amazing. See, dude, I love Pulp Fiction so much. It's such a good movie. Why did you say balls in chat, dude? Dan TDM, yeah, he's still a good YouTuber.
I don't know. I don't know.
I was gonna
He
finish
has a
out with a
kid now.
story.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan does have a kid. So does King Cruel, and like that was really surprising to me because I've been listening to his music for a long time. He just like has a kid. I didn't realize I had to look it up, but all right. Should I tell my story? Or are we gonna finish out, or do we?
Yeah. Go
discussing
ahead.
about
Go ahead
games?
with your
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Story
Okay.
time with Clint.
So for the people in chat that don't know, there is I don't know if you guys saw this. It's called 1987. It was a Rec Room short film. Mafia guy, he goes into, it's like a hitman thing. It's probably one of the, if not the best skit, one of the best skits on Rec Room ever. It keeps like sincerity and genuineness in it, and it's really good for being like a basic like mafia movie or a basic mafia story. But this guy that made it, his name's Max LJ. Amazing like YouTube thing. I'll send it to you after you can watch it. It's really good. It's now unlisted, but the other day I was looking for it and he enlisted it, so I looked like into the depths of the internet, which is just Reddit. I looked it up on Reddit and I found it. And I went to the guy's channel. And if we can talk about this, he's in a cult now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Went from making a Rec Room short film to now being in a cult. And I'm very, very sad because like the fact that he was convinced of that. Just look at his channel. Like his channel, it's like one of them is called Control, Scoop Life, Sequence 02, Sequence
Wait a
01, and
second.
they're all like.
I feel like I've
really
seen this
weird.
before. I've heard
It
this
was
before.
really popular. It was 51K views. It's amazing. It's so good.
Okay. I feel like that
It's
when you
such
said
a
that
good
video,
show.
I feel like I've heard something about this before. Maybe it's from you.
1987.
Not that, but the cult part. The cult part and the weird videos afterwards. Where have I heard of that
Oh,
before?
yeah. So I did some basic research, and I actually found out that he used to live in New York, and now he lives in Ohio. And he's in a cult. He's in a full-on cult.
Oh my gosh. That's
Like, it seems like he's halfway trolling.
you're just not
but
sure.
It can't be trolling. I'm just not sure, like, if it's, like, trolling or not. But, like, if you look at his, like, bio, even here, Ty, I'll message you it as well, and I'll show you.
Okay.
Look at his thing. It's just craziness. I don't know how to. I feel really bad. Like I don't know how to react to him making a record really good short film to now being in a
Oh,
cult.
wow.
Like how do I react?
Hold on. Is it on Discord? Hang on. Let's see this.
Yeah, I sent it to you on Discord.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to pause the podcast for a moment. Let me see what's going on here.
Like how do I feel
No.
bad? Do I like?
I've
what do
never
I
seen
do?
that. Okay. I mean, I'll watch it. You said it's good. I'll watch it and see.
It's amazing. It looks really good. Thank you, C. Dirk. It looks so good, but I
You're
don't
just
know how
like
to feel.
you
I
don't know
just-
how to react to
I
it.
feel bad.
I mean-
I didn't know how to react. I'm still awestruck. Like, how do you go from making a really amazing and interesting Rec Room short film about the mafia to then going into a cult?
I mean, cult's
Like,
brainwash, you
what's
know.
I know, but it's just confusing how
Yeah.
that got mixed up. But Yeah, it is craziness, but here, like, it's called Control, and then some weird, like, Chinese text with really weird music in it, and then
That sounds like his account was bought by somebody else. I know that's probably not what happened, but did you guys ever hear about the VR cult where people committed Big Sad?
I haven't. That sounds really interesting. Is that a wait?
I don't know if it was in VR chat specifically, but it was in some VR game, and basically it was like this girl was the leader of this cult, and it was a bunch of people in VR, and they were all, I want to say it was maybe in Japan or China or something, Korea, something like that. And basically a bunch of people joined the cult, and then on a certain day, just like a classic cult move, we're all gonna ascend on the same day. And like, so a bunch of people, while in their VR headsets, just kind of, you know, drank the Kool-Aid, so to speak. And like, it was.
Cow. Wait, is the video called A Disturbing VR Cult?
That's probably what it is. I watched it like kind of, you know, it was like one of those auto plays, and I'm like doing something, and I have YouTube in the background, and then all of a sudden they start talking, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, what? What is happening? Hang on, rewind. It was a pretty good video, and it was like, wow, I can't believe that actually happened.
I listen to this guy named Screamer a lot. He does VR chat like story times, and they're actually really interesting.
Is that?
You don't realize how many like there's like actual people on the game where they're like a soldier talks about like their worst time in like combat, or like
I think I've seen
stuff like that. Why are you talking about Ugandan knuckles in the chat when we're talking about a cult?
I'm telling you, you just gotta read. You just gotta read the memes. That's all it is. We're just gonna. I can't even see chat anymore. Well, I think we've wasted about enough people's time. So, Ty, Klinger, thank you guys for joining for episode 4. If you guys like it, throw a like on it, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Subscribe.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Ty, do you have? I haven't done this before. Ty, do you have any social medias or anything you want to tell the people to go see?
Subscribe to him. My wall is right here, so I can't point, but do it.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I've grabbed the camera. There you go. Grabbed it at the end. So anyway, Klinger, do you have what's is yours just Klinger on YouTube?
It's okay. Klinger 5520. Look me up, or just look up John Johnson Show or stuff like that.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm releasing something big soon, and then maybe our Sealman will be a part of the interview part afterwards.
Maybe we'll see. Also, they have these new things going on in Rec Room, the seasonal things. So I've had it on this whole time and I haven't addressed it. Anyway, bye.
Bye.